Act 2 of the Tragical History of Dr. Faustus, from the quarto of 1616, by Christopher Marlowe. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Scene 1. Enter Faustus.
Now that the gloomy shadow of the night, longing to view Orion's drizzling look, leaps from th' Antarctic world unto the sky, and dims the welkin with her pitchy breath, Faustus, begin thine incantations, and try if devils will obey thy hest, seeing thou hast prayed and sacrificed to them. Within this circle is Jehovah's name forward and backward anagrammatized, the abbreviated names of holy saints, figures of every adjunct to the heavens, and characters of signs and erring stars, by which the spirits are enforced to rise. Then fear not, Faustus, to be resolute, and try the utmost magic can perform.
Thunder.
Sint mihi dii acerontis propitiae, valeat numen triplex Jehovae, igniae, aeriae, aquatanae spiritus salvete, orientis princeps Beelzebub, infernae ardentis monarcha, et demogorgon, propitiamus vos, ut appareat et surgat Mephistopheles dragon, quod tumeraris. Per Jehovam, Gehennam, et consecratum aquam quam nunc spargo, sic numque crucis quod nunc facio, et per vota nostra, ipse nunc surgat nobis dicatus Mephistopheles.
Enter Mephistopheles.
I charge thee to return and change thy shape. Thou art too ugly to attend on me. Go, and return an old Franciscan friar. That holy shape becomes a devil best.
Exit Mephistopheles.
I see there's virtue in my heavenly words. Who would not be proficient in this art? How pliant is this Mephistopheles, full of obedience and humility! Such is the force of magic and my spells.
Re-enter Mephistopheles like a Franciscan friar.
Now, Faustus, what wouldst thou have me do?
I charge thee, wait upon me whilst I live, to do whatever Faustus shall command, be it to make the moon drop from her sphere, or the ocean to overwhelm the world.
I am a servant to great Lucifer, and may not follow thee without his leave. No more than he commands must we perform.
Did not he charge thee to appear to me?
No, I came hither of mine own accord.
Did not my conjuring speeches raise thee? Speak.
That was the cause, but yet per accidents. For when we hear one rack the name of God, abjure the Scriptures and his Saviour Christ, we fly, in hope to get his glorious soul. Nor will we come unless he use such means whereby he is in danger to be damned. Therefore, the shortest cut for conjuring is stoutly to abjure all godliness, and pray devoutly to the Prince of Hell.
So Faustus hath already done, and holds this principle: there is no chief, but only Beelzebub, to whom Faustus doth dedicate himself. This word damnation terrifies not me, for I confound hell in Elysium. My ghost be with the old philosophers. But, leaving these vain trifles of men's souls, tell me, what is that Lucifer thy lord?
Archregent, and commander of all spirits.
Was not that Lucifer an angel once?
Yes, Faustus, and most dearly loved of God.
How comes it, then, that he is prince of devils?
Oh, by aspiring pride and insolence, for which God threw him from the face of heaven.
And what are you, that live with Lucifer?
Unhappy spirits that fell with Lucifer, conspired against our God with Lucifer, and are for ever damned with Lucifer.
Where are you damned?
In hell.
How comes it, then, that thou art out of hell?
Why, This is hell, nor am I out of it. Think'st thou that I, that saw the face of God, and tasted the eternal joys of heaven, am not tormented with 10,000 hells, in being deprived of everlasting bliss? O Faustus, leave these frivolous demands, which strike a terror to my fainting soul.
What? Is great Mephistopheles so passionate for being deprived of the joys of heaven? Learn thou of Faustus' manly fortitude, and scorn those joys thou never shalt possess. Go, bear these tidings to great Lucifer. Seeing Faustus hath incurred eternal death by desperate thoughts against Jove's deity, say he surrenders up to him his soul, so he will spare him 24 years, letting him live in all voluptuousness, having thee ever to attend on me, to give me whatsoever I shall ask, to tell me whatsoever I demand, to slay mine enemies and to aid my friends, and always be obedient to my will. Go and return to mighty Lucifer, and meet me in my study at midnight, and then resolve me of thy master's mind.
I will, Faustus.
Exit.
Had I as many souls as there be stars, I'd give them all for Mephistopheles. By him I'll be great emperor of the world, and make a bridge through the moving air to pass the ocean with a band of men. I'll join the hills that bind the Afric shore, and make that country continent to Spain, and both contributary to my crown. The emperor shall not live but by my leave, nor any potentate of Germany. Now that I have obtained what I desired, I'll live in speculation of this art, till Mephistopheles return again.
Exit. Scene 2. Enter Wagner and Clown.
Come hither, Sirrah boy.
Boy? Oh, disgrace to my person! Zounds, boy, in your face! You have seen many boys with beards, I'm sure.
Sirrah, hast thou no comings in?
Yes, and going out too, you may see, sir.
Alas, poor slave! See how poverty jests in his nakedness. I know the villain's out of service, and so hungry that I know he would give his soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton, though it were blood raw.
Not so neither. I had need to have it well roasted and good sauce to it if I pay so dear, I can tell you.
Sirrah, wilt thou be my man, and wait on me, and I will make thee go like qui mihi discipulus.
What, in verse?
No, slave, in beaten silk and staves acre.
Staves acre. That's good to kill vermin. Then belike if I serve you, I shall be lousy.
Why, so thou shalt be, whether thou dost it or no. For, Sirrah, if thou dost not presently bind thyself to me for 7 years, I'll turn all the lice about thee into familiars, and make them tear thee in pieces.
Nay, sir, you may save yourself a labour, for they are as familiar with me as if they paid for their meat and drink, I can tell you.
Well, Sirrah, leave your jesting, and take these guilders.
Gives money.
Yes, marry, sir, and I thank you too.
So, now thou art to be at an hour's warning, whensoever and wheresoever the devil shall fetch thee.
Here, take your guilders again, I'll none of 'em.
Not I. Thou art pressed. Prepare thyself, or I will presently raise up 2 devils to carry thee away. Bonio! Belcher!
Belcher? And Belcher, come here, I'll belch him. I'm not afraid of a devil.
Enter 2 devils.
How now, sir? Will you serve me now?
Aye, good Wagner. Take away the devils, then.
Spirits, away.
Exeunt devils.
Now, Sirrah, follow me.
I will, sir. But hark you, master, will you teach me this conjuring occupation?
Aye, Sirrah, I'll teach thee to turn thyself to a dog, or a cat, or a mouse, or a rat, or anything.
A dog, or a cat, or a mouse, or a rat. Oh, brave Wagner!
Villain, call me Master Wagner, and see that you walk attentively, and let your right eye be always diametrally fixed upon my left heel, that thou mayest quasi vestigiis nostris insistere.
Well, sir, I'll warn you.
Exeunt. Scene 3. Faustus discovered in his study.
Now, Faustus, must thou needs be damned? Canst thou not be saved? What boots it then to think on God or heaven? Away with such vain fancies, and despair. Despair in God, and trust in Beelzebub. Now go not backward, Faustus. Be resolute. Why waverst thou? Oh, something soundeth in mine ear. Abjure this magic, turn to God again. Why, he loves thee not. The God thou servest is thine own appetite, wherein is fixed the love of Beelzebub. To him I'll build an altar and a church, and offer lukewarm blood of new-born babes.
Enter good angel and evil angel.
Go forward, Faustus, in that famous art.
Sweet Faustus, leave that execrable art.
Contrition, prayer, repentance, what of these?
Oh, they are means to bring thee unto heaven.
Rather illusions, fruits of lunacy, that make men foolish that do use them most.
Sweet Faustus, think of heaven and heavenly things.
No, Faustus, think of honour and of wealth.
Exeunt angels.
Wealth? Why, the seigneury of Emden shall be mine. When Mephistopheles shall stand by me, what power can hurt me? Faustus, thou art safe. Cast no more doubts. Mephistopheles, come, and bring glad tidings from great Lucifer. Is't not midnight? Come, Mephistopheles, and bring glad tidings from great Lucifer. Is't not midnight? Come, Mephistopheles, veni, veni, Mephistophile.
Enter Mephistopheles.
Now tell me, what saith Lucifer thy lord?
That I shall wait on Faustus whilst he lives, so he will buy my service with his soul.
Already Faustus hath hazarded that for thee.
But now thou must bequeath it solemnly, and write a deed of gift with thine own blood, for that security craves Lucifer. If thou deny it, I must back to hell.
Stay, Mephistopheles, and tell me, what good will my soul do thy lord?
Enlarge his kingdom.
Is that the reason why he tempts us thus?
Solomen miseris socios habuis se doloris.
Why, have you any pain that torture others?
As great as have the human souls of men. But tell me, Faustus, shall I have thy soul? And I will be thy slave and wait on thee, and give thee more than thou hast wit to ask.
Ay, Mephistopheles, I'll give it thee.
Then, Faustus, stab thine arm courageously, and bind thy soul, that at some certain day great Lucifer may claim it as his own, and then be thou as great as Lucifer.
Faustus stabbing his arm.
Lo, Mephistopheles, for love of thee Faustus hath cut his arm, and with his proper blood assures his soul to be great Lucifer's, chief lord and regent of perpetual night. View here this blood that trickles from mine arm, and let it be propitious for my wish.
But, Faustus, write it in manner of a deed of gift.
Writing.
Ay, so I do. But, Mephistopheles, my blood congeals, and I can write no more.
I'll fetch thee fire to dissolve it straight.
Exit.
What might the staying of my blood portend? Is it unwilling I should write this bill? Why streams it not that I may write afresh? Faustus gives to thee his soul. Oh, there it stayed. Why shouldst thou not? Is not thy soul thine own? Then write again. Faustus gives to thee his soul.
Re-enter Mephistophilis with the chafer of fire.
See, Faustus, here is fire, set it on.
So, now the blood begins to clear again. Now will I make an end immediately.
Writes. Aside.
What will not I do to obtain his soul?
Consummatum est. This bill is ended, and Faustus hath bequeathed his soul to Lucifer. But what is this inscription on mine arm? Homo fuge. Whither should I fly? If unto God, he'll throw me down to hell. My senses are deceived. Here's nothing writ. Oh, yes, I see it plain. Even here is writ, Homo fuge. Yet shall not Faustus fly.
I'll fetch him somewhat to delight his mind.
Aside, and then exit. Enter devils, giving crowns and rich apparel to Faustus. They dance, and then depart. Re-enter Mephistophilis.
What means this show? Speak, Mephistophilis.
Nothing, Faustus, but to delight thy mind, and let thee see what magic can perform.
But may I raise such spirits when I please?
Ay, Faustus, and do greater things than these.
Then, Mephistophilis, receive this scroll, a deed of gift of body and of soul, but yet conditionally, that thou perform all covenants and articles between us both.
Faustus, I swear by hell and Lucifer to effect all promises between us both.
Then hear me read it, Mephistophilis.
Reads.
On these conditions following. First, that Faustus may be a spirit in form and substance. Secondly, that Mephistophilis shall be his servant and be by him commanded. Thirdly, that Mephistophilis shall do for him and bring him whatsoever he desires. Fourthly, that he shall be in his chamber or house invisible. Lastly, that he shall appear to the said John Faustus at all times in what shape and form soever he please. I, John Faustus of Wittenberg, doctor, by these presents do give both body and soul to Lucifer Prince of the East and his minister Mephistophilis, and furthermore grant unto them that, 24 years being expired, and these articles above written being inviolate, full power to fetch or carry the said John Faustus, body and soul, flesh and blood, into their habitation wheresoever. By me, John Faustus.
Speak, Faustus. Do you deliver this as your deed?
Aye. Take it, and the devil give thee good of it.
So, now, Faustus, ask me what thou wilt.
First, I will question with thee about hell. Tell me, where is the place that men call hell?
Under the heavens.
Aye, so are all things else. But whereabouts?
Within the bowels of these elements, where we are tortured and remain for ever. Hell hath no limits, nor is circumscribed at one self-place. But where we are is hell, and where hell is, there must we ever be. And, to be short, when all the world dissolves and every creature shall be purified, all places shall be hell that are not heaven.
I think hell's a fable.
Ay, think so still, till experience change thy mind.
Why, dost thou think that Faustus shall be damned?
Ay, of necessity, for here's the scroll, in which thou hast given thy soul to Lucifer.
Aye, and body too, and what of that? Think'st thou that Faustus is so fond to imagine that after this life there is any pain? No, these are trifles and mere old wives' tales.
But I am an instance to prove the contrary, for I tell thee I am damned, and now in hell.
Nay, and this be hell, I'll willingly be damned. What, sleeping, eating, walking, and disputing? But leaving this, let me have a wife, the fairest maid in Germany, for I am wanton and lascivious, and cannot live without a wife.
Well, Faustus, thou shalt have a wife.
Mephistopheles fetches in a woman devil.
What sight is this?
Now, Faustus, wilt thou have a wife?
Here's a hot whore indeed. No, I'll no wife.
Marriage is but a ceremonial toy, and if thou lovest me, think no more of it. I'll call thee out the fairest courtesans, and bring them every morning to thy bed. She whom thine eye shall like, thy heart shall have, were she as chaste as were Penelope, as wise as Sabre, or as beautiful as was bright Lucifer before his fall. Here, take this book, peruse it well. The iterating of these lines brings gold. The framing of this circle on the ground brings thunder, whirlwind, storm, and lightning. Pronounce this thrice devoutly to thyself, and men in harness to execute what thou command'st.
Thanks, Mephistopheles, for this sweet book. This will I keep as chary as my life.
Exeunt. End of Act 2.